This is Andrea Dresdale with ABC News Radio, and today we are welcoming Duran Duran, who have a new album, All You Need Is Now, and doing the first U.S. dates in, I guess, 3 years.
Absolutely.
So tell me, how has the new music been going over and with the fans, and does it integrate seamlessly with like the more classic stuff?
I think so far so good. You never know when you make an album. This one has taken us about 18 months in all. We made it with producer Mark Ronson, mostly in London. And we released a limited edition, I should say limited number of tracks on the internet for downloads before the holidays. And then we released the entire album last week in America and worldwide. And so it's still quite early days, but the reaction you see so much quicker because of all the online stuff, and we've been playing a few shows, and so we've actually seen the audience and how they're looking at the songs. And I have to say it's pretty exciting because they definitely do fit in as a set with all our old material.
Now, what kind of fans have been coming out to see you? Do you find it's a wide range of demographics, several generations at this point?
I think it is actually at this point. You've got all the people that, were teenagers in the early 80s that kind of come back to relive their youth, if you like. You get the people that picked up the band in the 90s, probably around the wedding album, and you get kids that are really, really young that are into the music, which I think that's because of all the online music, I think it's become very cross-generational, and we seem to appeal to all ages. And I think there's a lot of bands that are name-checking us as well as a big influence. So you get all those kids kind of coming to check us out as well. But we played Ultra the other night, and I think the average age must have been 20 years old. So, that was pretty incredible.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Speaking about other groups name-checking you, you guys are going to be playing Coachella. Do you find that when you play these big festivals, do you find, sort of young bands approaching you reverently and saying what a big influence you have been on them?
I think actually we've had a pretty good relationship with other musicians all along. And certainly young bands, yes, they do tend to come and want to have a chat. I suppose in the same way that we would have wanted to meet people when we were just starting out. It's exciting talking to other artists and seeing what they're doing and what they're about. And we've been lucky to do a few collaborations with this project as well. We have Kelis on the album, and Animatronic from the Scissor Sisters, and Owen Pallett, who worked with Arcade Fire. And that's been a thrill because we don't get to do that so often.
Are you looking forward to playing Coachella, where, usually it's a place where you'll find bands like Arcade Fire, but this is a huge festival, but, you guys can go there as like, among the people who started it all. Did you enjoy playing these big festivals?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a new thing for us. And we kind of came up through clubs and then into theatres, then into arenas, and we've always really been about big production. So to go down to a kind of stripped down festival production is something quite new. But I think, I think our songs have really stood the test of time. You take away all the videos and the glitz and the glamour and well, not all the clothes, but the glamorous kind of look, and the songs really do stand the test of time. And I think that's one of the reasons we've been asked to do Coachella, is because these songs are, a lot of our catalogue has become a very valuable thing. They're classics, a lot of those songs, and and the new stuff as well is attracting a lot of attention.
Do you find that there are some songs that you can't leave the stage without playing when you perform live? The audience is going to riot unless you play certain songs.
We're never frightened to leave any one song out. Luckily, we have enough songs that we can kind of juggle around a bit. I mean, you always get somebody moaning, say, "Oh, they didn't play Rio," or "They didn't play Hungry Like the Wolf." But thankfully, we are in that position where we can leave out Rio because we've got the Reflex, we've got Ordinary World, we've got Reach Up for the Sunrise. So
yeah, they are interchangeable.
Yeah, they are interchangeable, which is good and lucky.